obviously, disappointed. Not necessarily in the result. Really didn't think it was going to be as lopsided as it was. I thought we came out in the first half and played relatively well. We gave a couple explosive passes. We were able to stop the run for the most part. Just the Achilles heel today for us on defense was just not being able to get off the field on third down. We had several opportunities in the first half. If you can get off the field in those 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 9s, it's a different game. It's at halftime, and then come out in the third quarter, give up the long run to Love. Thought it was a TFL. Bring another 3rd and 9 right before that, and just couldn't get anything going offensively in the second half, particularly in the third quarter. I think we started out with 2 3-and-outs, maybe 3. And so defense is on the field. I put us in a bad situation going for it on 4th and 2. Felt like we had to take a chance there, and they got the stop, and it really just snowballed, from there. So proud of our effort, proud of our fight. Just knew we had to execute really, really well tonight, and just didn't do it well enough to be in the game. So obviously that's a really, really good football team that we played tonight, and it just wasn't good enough on our part. So we love this. It's been a competitive game, and like I said, just kind of got away from us in the third quarter. Proud of a lot of our guys. We got to learn from it. We got to get better from this as a staff, and as a team, and got a big one coming up next weekend in Annapolis. So we'll push forward.
Coach, can you talk just about the decision to not play Blake tonight?
Yeah, well, it was didn't feel like he was ready to play, and didn't want to put him in harm's way and make something potentially worse, and just didn't feel comfortable putting him out there.
Apparently, it was somewhat of a game time decision. Is that correct, or did you know earlier in the week that
I don't know why it matters. I want to talk about the game and our players. He didn't play. We made the decision not to play him, and he should be back next week, hopefully.
With that said, Braxton, we talked at the half. You were happy with the way that the moment wasn't too big for him.
No, I didn't feel like it was. I thought he played well in the first half. Certainly didn't play perfect. He came out third quarter, missed some reads. And the plan was to get Jackson in the game earlier. I thought Braxton was playing well, had kind of a hot hand early on, but I thought Jackson could areas when there did some good things. We got to convert some first downs and move the ball a little bit. But I wasn't. I was pleased with the way Braxton played in the first half. How he handled being in an environment like this. It's the second time as a starter. So.
Thank you.
obviously the one thing that Blake does bring to the table is the ability to distribute the ball, and the other weapons were not used as much today. Alex, only 20 yards. Eli really wasn't involved with the game. Can you talk about that, not being able to get your other playmakers involved?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what we do are reads, wags. Sometimes guys get calls, sometimes they don't. We're going to the game, it's going to be a heavy quarterback run type game. They took away some of the perimeter stuff, the triple. They weren't going to let us pitch the football, and so it became one of those type of games. But yeah, obviously you want to get the ball in your playmakers' hands in a game like this, and we weren't able to do that.
I mean, I know in a final score like this, it probably doesn't, but on the very first possession of for Notre Dame, Carlson had backed them up on their own 6-yard line. You got 2 stops for no gains. It's 3rd and 10, and they convert there with the long pass to the tailback. I know it was early, but it was a chance to set the tone early defensively.
Yeah, it was, and that one they got us in the call. Got the back out of the backfield, ran a little angle route. In that particular call, it's a bad one for us. So, to their credit, they got themselves a good call in that situation. But we had other opportunities on 3rd down, wags to get off the field, and it just 3rd down really killed us defensively today. And I think we probably got a little tired in the second half, and they popped some runs. But the run that Love had, where we thought he had him in the backfield, and that was a little bit of a backbreaker right there. And that's when things kind of really snowballed after that.
The young quarterback, 13 of 16, 218 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was very efficient. What did you think of C.J. Clark?
Yeah, I thought he was a really good player going in, and he's a good football player. And when they weren't able to run the football, he got them out of some situations and was able to convert a third down and give it those two explosive pass plays in the first half, which killed us there. But he's a really good player.
And
Here's who I thought he was.
The one receiver, zero, Malachi, he had 97 yards. I think he also drew a couple pass interference penalties. He hurt you.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a big wide receiver and got behind us one time. And, I thought one of the PI calls was a little nitpicky. On the other one, we just got to turn around and make a play right there. We're in a good position. Young corner panicked a little bit. When the receiver slows down, you got to turn around and find the football. They call it every time. So,
So obviously you want to give a good showing against Notre Dame, but in the grand scheme of things, next game Saturday against South Florida is monstrous for your season. Can you talk about how important it is to flush this one? We'll get ahead.
Absolutely. That's what we talked about just now in the locker room. We got to be able to flush this, and we can't let this affect our preparation going into next week. And learn from it, get better from it. Everything's still in front of us as far as the conference race. We got two of the better teams in our conference coming up, and South Florida is a really good football team. I'm so excited that we get to play them at David Murray Memorial Stadium. And looking forward to getting back to work on Monday.
Landon Robinson and Braxton Woodson. Lance, go ahead.
Well, I guess let's start with Landon. I know senior captain, we play Notre Dame, you want to put a good showing together, and it just didn't happen tonight. Can you kind of talk about that? It's disappointing?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a great team, great offensive line, great. They're ranked number 10. So yeah, we had to come out, we had to give it our all. We had to give it our best shot. And they were able to crease us in some run games, unfortunately. But yeah, we just didn't bring our best. So that's what happens when you play a great team. You don't bring your best. So.
Can you talk about their quarterback? Was very efficient, completed 13 of 16 passes, 218 yards, 3 TDs. What can you say about their passing attack?
Yeah, pass game was good as well, right? They were receivers. They have great receivers. They were able to get past some of our guys and then make some plays. So yeah, we just got to play better on the back end and just play better overall. So yeah, it's on us, and we'll get better in the future.
So, Braxton, we were surprised when we learned that Blake was not playing. I know you knew he was hurt, and you might have to go when you get the final word. Can you say what your mindset was?
I mean, yeah, me and Blake, we get the same amount of reps at practice. We do a lot of the same things at practice. So, just having that mentality of being ready at any moment was kind of what I was thinking going into this game, knowing if he was going to play or not. But when I got the call, just be ready, just take advantage of the opportunity, I guess.
And how did you feel you played?
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, we lost the game. I feel like I did some things well, but at the end of the day, we lost the game, and there's things that we got to improve on as a team, that I have to improve on individually, so we can get better moving forward.
Obviously, you had a good day rushing, but overall, the offense, the other playmakers were not really involved. Eli and Alex. It wasn't a day where you were able to get multiple guys going. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a tough game, really. They're a good team. They have a good defense. They're top 10 in the country. So, sometimes things just happen like that. It didn't work out in our favor this time. But we're gonna learn from this as a collective. And we're gonna be better moving forward.
I mean, obviously, you are more than likely the starter next year. Can you talk about how valuable this experience is to come into Notre Dame Stadium, get the start, have to deal with this atmosphere? I mean, this is going to pay dividends for you down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you just said, I think it's going to be really beneficial for me moving forward. Being on a really big stage tonight, getting over those nerves, those jitters, things like that, that's definitely going to help me move forward.
So, Landon, do you learn anything as a team from a game like this, or do you just say, hit the flush and we got to look forward?
No, absolutely. No, you look at the game that you just played, right? You look at the team you just played, and you move forward. You learn from the mistakes. You look at the things you did well. Look at the things that you didn't do so well, and you continue to grow. You never want to just put it to the wayside and be like, let's move on. You got to learn from it. That's the only way you can get better. So that's what we're going to do, and super excited to do that. So.
Can you talk about the importance of South Florida next week? You've now lost a couple games. Got to get back on a winning track. It's senior day.
Sure.
And if you want to have hopes of being in the American Conference Championship, you probably got to win this game.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's why you have to look at the film, and you have to get back to work, and you have to continue to get better, and watch the film back in order to improve and go against a great team like South Florida. So super excited for that.
Yeah. Braxton, why were you ready for the moment? Coach Newberry said you were ready for the moment tonight. It wasn't too big. Why was that?
I think it's just how I prepare for every week. I never know. You're always one play away, being in my position, being a backup. So I feel like I just owe it to all of my teammates to always be ready. And my number was called, earlier today, so I felt like I was ready to go.
Landon, one more for you.
Yeah.
Final home game potential at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium next Saturday. How excited are you for this opportunity to get your boys back on the right foot?
Yeah, super excited. Playing in Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium means everything, right? And being able to be a senior and on senior night and play in that game, I'm going to give it my all, and the team's going to give it their all. So super excited to get after it and get it after it next Saturday. So.